Hello students, welcome to English class. I hope you all are doing well. Before we start, tell me, have you ever gone on long walks when on countryside? Do you feel inspired by the beauty of nature around you? Well, I'm sure you do. Does it make you happy? Yes, it makes me happy too. So students, today we are going to recite a poem that is Daffodils. It is written by William Wordsworth. Let's have a look on about the author. In the poem, Wordsworth tells us about his memory in which he saw the daffodils. The poet witnessed the memory of the daffodils when he was sitting idly. He saw the flowers smiling and dancing. This view gave him joy and a cheerful company of flowers. So let's start with the first stanza. I wandered lonely as a cloud that floats on high over vales and hills, when all at once I saw a crowd, a host of golden daffodils, beside the lake, beneath the trees, fluttering and dancing in the breeze. Dear students, in this stanza, the poet has compared himself to a solitary cloud. Just like cloud floats over hills and valleys, the poet too has been walking across the countryside without any aim. Suddenly, while walking beside a lake, he saw a large number of golden daffodils that were fluttering and dancing in the breeze. They were spread out in long rows along the border of the lake and looked very happy. The flowing breeze made the daffodils flutter, and it seemed as if they were dancing. Now coming to stanza 2. Continuous as stars that shine and twinkle on the Milky Way, they stretch in never-ending line along the margin of a bay. 10,000 saw I at a glance, tossing their heads in sprightly dance. In this stanza, the flowers are compared to the stars. Just like stars, the daffodils were shining as they were golden in color and were twinkling as they were fluttering in the breeze. The poet says that the daffodils were stretched in never-ending line, and they were visible as far as he could see along the shoreline of a bay. He further says that the daffodils were tossing their heads as if they were dancing in happiness. Stanza 3. The waves beside them danced, but they outdid the sparkling waves in glee. A poet could not be gay in such a jocund company. I gazed and gazed, but little thought what wealth the show to me had brought. In this stanza, the poet says that there were waves that were dancing in the lake, but were no match to the waves of daffodils rippling in the breeze. The joyful dance of daffodils was way better than theirs. The joyful company of daffodils was the ultimate source of pleasure for the poet, and he can feel nothing but happiness in that company. Although he kept on looking at the daffodils, but he could not fully appreciate the scenery before him because it was in abundance and he could not take away just a little bit of it. Stanza 4. For oft when on my couch I lie, in vacant or in pensive mood, they flash upon that inward eye which is the bliss of solitude. And then my heart with pleasure fills and dances with the daffodils. Dear students, in the final stanza, the poet says that whenever he lies on his couch and is in low spirits or when he is sorrowful, the sight of the daffodils flashes in his mind and becomes the source of joy in his solitude. The memory of daffodils takes away all his sorrows and boredom, thus making him happy. And it seems to him as if his heart is dancing with the daffodils. Thank you, students. This was all about the poem Daffodils, written by William Wordsworth. I hope you understood the poem. Please read it by yourself once again, and if you are having any doubt, your teachers are here.